The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier on. Their job is basic tonight. Get a win on their home court. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Now Sacramento's starting 5. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, we've got DeAndre Ayton. Grant is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 2 guard. So here we are, Stan, with the trade deadline in the rearview mirror. It's come and gone. Some players are definitely, don't you think, breathing a sigh of relief?
Kevin, it was my favorite day of the season, the day after the trade deadline, because players get distracted by all the rumors. Now they can get back to focusing on basketball, and everybody knows now this is our team going forward.
LaVine wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
Well, he's a consistent range scorer. LaVine's team wants him to find these looks.
Ayton, the pass to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And DeRozan kicks to Monk. Back to DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Ayton. 5 to shoot. Double team Sabonis. Monk, no one around him. And another 3 for Sacramento.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Here's Kamare. Last game he had 13. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Simons with the ball. Sabonis defending. Simons kicks to Avdia. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Grant. And it comes off the front of the rim. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Rebounded by Kamare. Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside, Simons. And he's good on the 3-ball. Simons has got 5 now.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from that.
LaVine kicks to Murray. And the 3 off target. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Simons from outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Grant. And a change for Sacramento. Carter, he's checked in for Monk. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Kamare. Avdia against Murray. Jacks up a 3. Avdia gets the bucket. And that ties it up.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Carter, the pass to Sabonis. From the low block. Outside for Murray. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got 3 assists tonight.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Now, here's Avdia. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. Now, the concern tonight is the relentless nature of DeMar DeRozan. Coach said no matter what you throw at him, he finds his way to work around it. Sometimes it's with the shot. Sometimes it's with the pass. Either way, he'll get you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Henderson. Following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Over Levine. Henderson, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
The first one falls. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Crowder, he's checked in for Sacramento. Ellis comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Sabonis drops them both.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
Henderson finds Sharp. Quotes it out for Henderson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Exploding off the floor. Henderson finishes it off midair.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Klingon with the steal. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Sharp, the pass to Williams.
Well, with the energy Williams plays with, he's tough in the paint.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, this isn't a strength for Williams. He puts most of his work in on the defensive side of the ball.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The Kings on top, up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Sacramento.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks
for their teammates.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Now Williams is out there with Grant. And it's Klingon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now Carter, after the missed three from Jay Crowder. Carter, the pass to Len. Here's Crowder. Again, the miss by the Kings. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
And the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in. Carter dishes to Monk. And there's the drive. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Now here's Henderson. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Good work defensively by Carter.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Monk. And it's Portland with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the score.
Now, here's Sean. After the miss from Malik Monk.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
Lenka kicks to Monk. Over Sharp. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Monk's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Kings. Henderson, bounce pass. Williams passes to Grant. Out to Henderson. Klingon the screen for Henderson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Len. Len with the block. Carter down low. Henderson defending. Monk finds Levine. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Crowder inside. Working on Williams.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
Pass to Henderson. He takes it in. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Sacramento leading by 5. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Len. DeRozan comes in for Crowder. And it's Ellis in for Levine. Outside DeRozan. Monk outside. DeRozan, a screen on Henderson. Back to DeRozan. It's tipped. Over Avdia. Again, the miss by the Kings. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, Simons. Pass to Ayton. Here's Kamara. Clock at 4, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Avdia. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And Portland making a change here. Grant's checked in. And they double up DeRozan. Sabonis kicks to Monk. From deep three-point land. Sacramento again missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Now, here's Monk. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Dallas finds Sabonis. Monk with the bounce pass. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Kamara. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Portland no good that time either. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Ayton. DeRozan passes to Carter. Sabonis kicks to Monk. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And such a smart player. Sabonis knows just where to set that screen so he can then get open as the roller.
Simons up top, defended by Carter. Simons with the ball. And it's sent back by Carter. And so it's the Sacramento Kings bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Sacramento Kings.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name.
You know what? It is a debate. Were you a better rapper or you're a better DJ as you are today?
No, that's me, Kenny. DJ EJ. All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. give him some different looks.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. On the court for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. LaVine is out there with Monk, and it's Sabonis in at the center.
Often DeRozan attacks in motion, but he clearly can spot up as well.
Avdia on the wing. Grant outside. Avdia against DeRozan. 3-pointer, Simon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Simons has got 8 points.
And the response, Simons saying right back at you.
It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis, going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Outside, Simons. Simons with a screen on Murray. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Kings. They've led by as much as 10. Monk outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Timeout.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Kings. They've managed to crawl down to the 9th best record in the conference. And checking out Portland, 3.5 back. Pass to Grant. Simons on the wing. Back to Grant. Portland moving the ball around. Ayton a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Murray against Avdia. Off target with his 3. Kings leading now by 9. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. LaVine, good. LaVine's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel is not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale. Well, this is what they want from Ayton. Play big.
Outside DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Grant. DeRozan inside. He's covered by Grant. And it's DeRozan missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. Inside. Here's Avdia. It's hauled in by the Kings. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Murray, the pass to LaVine. Sabonis sets the pick for LaVine. Pass to Sabonis. Over Ayton. Sabonis, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Here's Levine following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Pass to Monk. Back to Sabonis. Here's Levine. He's got 5. From deep three-point territory. Avdia with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Grant, that's good.
Well, a little aggressiveness pays off for Grant inside. And as a coach, you love to see that effort.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 7. Sabonis' screen on Grant. DeRozan for 3. No good that time.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Simons against DeRozan. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Kings lead by 3 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Shaedon Sharpe. Klingen is out there with Rob Williams. Then it's Henderson. And it's Banton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Henderson outside.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
First one falls for him.
Well, Henderson has a lot of talent. He's a dynamic guard who plays with a real swagger and energy.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Rupert's checked in. Both free throws good from Henderson. Here's Monk. Pass to Carter. Outside Crowder. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Manet is checked in to take the lead. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Monk, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Donovan Klingen.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Murray's checked in for Portland. And Monk drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Henderson, bounce pass. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Takes it from 10, and he gets the jumper to drop. Henderson's got 4 this quarter.
Look at Henderson embracing opportunity. Nice to see a rookie not avoiding the mid-range.
Sabonis finds Monk, and Carter has it in the corner. To the middle, Clingan with the steal. And then Henderson with the jam.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Pass to Ellis. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Good on the 13-footer. Ellis has got his first points of the game. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Henderson. That shot missing. Nice D from Sabonis. Carter, the pass to Crowder. Ellis, right side, taken away by Williams. On the wing, Murray. Out to Henderson. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Henderson had great vision when he came into the league, and he's continued to build on it.
The Kings trailing. Timeout, Kings. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Kings, Murray's checked in for Jay Crowder. DeRozan comes in for Ellis. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Carter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
And it's Simons missing. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Well, defensively, they just look lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
Here's Simons. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside DeRozan. And here's LaVine. Screen by Sabonis. The three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
14 feet away. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, those are some big points from Simons, delivering when they needed it.
Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Shoots over Grant. DeRozan's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Monk with a double team. And stolen by Murray. To the inside. There's LaVine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Zach LaVine so crafty at getting himself to the line.
The first one, and that gives them the lead.
Well, you love to have a shooter like Levine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Sacramento's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. DeRozan surveying the D. Off target with the open look.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Bounce pass, Simon. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Sacramento now. They lead by 1. Here's DeRozan. It's in!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Right side, Simon. Monk with a double team. Here's Ayton. Money!
Well, they put their faith in Ayton, and he delivered.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
First of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Here's Simons. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting for Sacramento. Malik Monk. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Buries it from outside. Timeout, Kings. Pass to Murray, and they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Avdia. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We focus in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long.